Why do we keep dating our parents? Okay, so we're not exactly dating people who are exactly like our parents, but we are dating individuals who perfectly align with the relationship script we internalised as kids. The foundational principle here is the internal working model, IWM. Think of this as the first operating system installed in our emotional hardware. In our first few years of life, our interactions with our primary caregivers taught us two crucial things. Am I worthy of love? Are others reliable? Of course, the answers to these questions will differ from person to person. We've all had a very different experience, but it is the way we answer them that shape our internal working models. In other words, how we come to see ourselves, others, and the world around us. And here is where it becomes shocking. Most of us are actually dating our internal working model, not just the person in front of us. So from the outside, some relationship choices don't make any sense. Why does someone who craves affection choose unavailable partners? Why does someone who wants stability keep falling into chaos? And the answer isn't irrationality, it's familiarity. Our nervous system learns what love feels like long before we know what's healthy. So if love once came with anxiety, pursuit, and emotional highs and crashes, that rhythm becomes what feels right. So when we meet someone who activates the very same sensations, the brain doesn't sound the alarm, it sighs and says, this feels familiar. But familiar doesn't mean healthy, it just means known. And for those of us raised in unpredictability, calm and consistent love can feel foreign at best, even suspicious. So secure relationships may trigger anxiety, not because something's wrong, but because the nervous system doesn't yet trust peace. That's why insight alone isn't always enough. We can recognise the pattern and still repeat it, because while the conscious mind makes the choices, the subconscious mind writes the script. And lasting change begins when we learn to work with that deeper script so we can finally choose love from a place of emotional safety and not survival.